Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, I've got a complimentary quad coming your way, man. And this is more focusing on an artist spotlight. So we're going to focus on the artist bio info rather than specific album and song details. The artist is Tony Carey, and I understand that he's a keyboardist, and he was most probably famously a member of Rainbow. With Ronnie James Dio and Richie Blackmore. So looking forward to checking this guy out, man. Before I pop this off, I want to give a shout out to Svein Edge Vol, aka Superstar. It means superstar. He says, "Hi, I have a quad for your STB Beyond channel featuring the music of Tony Carey. Tony joined Rainbow on keyboards in '75. After they had released their first album. He played on the tour, the next album, and another tour. After he left, he moved to Germany and started his solo career." Okay, and the songs we're going to hit up are A Fine, Fine Day, Goodnight Amerika, A Letter from the Shelter, and Hallelujah, I'm Alive. And what we'll do here too is we'll do a back-to-back, so one right after another, and no pausing in between the songs or anything like that. Just giving us more focus on the artist, okay? So, without further ado, man. You know what I'm thinking about immediately? Question in my mind is this the guy who was playing that do-do-do-do part for, is it Stargazer? Man, I just dig that song so much. So if this is the same guy, I'm a fan of his already. So let's hit this up, starting with A Fine, Fine Day, Tony Carey. Let's get it. It's a video. Cheers.
$20 and he laid that money down. And he called out to a taxi cab, take me down to Central Park and keep that meter running to the $20 mark. And he kept his eyes turned forward and he sat up straight and tall. And no one even noticed him, no one cared at all. It's a fine, fine day for a reunion. It's a fine about this tall, and he always made my mama kind of crazy when he called. Him and my old man would stand and whisper in the hall, then they'd disappear and maybe not come home at all. Then one day Sonny stopped coming around, heard he got himself into a little trouble out in town. Sometime after that he finally disappeared for good, when he pulled that old Houdini like we always knew he would. It's a fine, fine day for a reunion.
It's a cool story being told here.
Fine, fine day for coming home. You
still those people. It's not over.
I see you made it back, alright, alright. I see you're none the worse for wear. It's been a long time coming. Nothing's gonna drag you away from here. A fine, fine day, and nothing's gonna drag you, nothing's gonna drag you away. Oh yeah, a fine, fine day. Oh yeah, fine, fine day. Fine, and nothing's gonna drag you, nothing's gonna drag you away.
Wow. It's a really interesting song and video. Okay, so this is Goodnight Amerika.
She wraps her coat around her, reaches in her bag for something, something that might keep away the cold. And she holds the broken mirror up, looks quickly round, embarrassed, and she wonders how she ever got so old. She says, "Good night, America, good night, America, wherever you are. Good night, America, sleep tight, America, wherever you are. Wherever you are." And she's heard all the promises still, sleeps in the doorway, and the wind comes off the river like a fist. And she feels like an island as the crowds make way around her, and the rain washes her face just like a kiss. She says, "Good night, America, good night, America, wherever you are. Good night, America, sleep tight, America, wherever you are. Wherever you
Sense of someone missing the freedom of the Western world.
Good night, America. Good night, America. Good night, America.
Got the sexy sex in there.
Good night, America. Good night, America. Yeah, when she came here, she was young, she was alive, she was not broken. She had nothing but a talent and her dreams. And then one by one, her hopes just died like words unspoken. And she's drifting like a pebble on a stream. She says, "Good night, America. Good night, America. Where
guy's a great singer, man. Clear, good delivery. I wonder if he harmonized with Ronnie James Dio. I only know one or two Rainbow songs. Right on, good song. He likes to tell stories in his song. Something to follow.
News time, children. There have been more and more sightings of raiders over by Evergreen Mills. Smart money's on them having some kind of camp out that way. Keep that in mind the next time you feel like nosing around that neighborhood. Thanks for listening, children. This is...
Storm going on.
We'd all go down to our caverns underground, and in our backyard cave we'd hear the siren sound. And we took it very well when the black rains fell, and when the dust came down around us, we were safe and sound. It was baby need shoes, the PTA and barbecues, and it was two-hand touch out on the White House lawn. We were nobody's fools, filling in the swimming pools. We poured concrete and steel when the neighbors had gone. Now we all live here together. Yes, we all live here as one. Now we all share the comforts of a hole in the ground, and we all remember living in the sun. Here in the shelter, we heard nuclear freeze, we heard first strike strategies, heard how to pay the tax man when the big one falls. We heard good guys and bad guys. We heard little lies and big lies about who comes out the winners. And it's not that bad at all. But when a madman gets a gun, he's gonna point it at someone. If it's up in Texas Tower or over there across the pond. If you step on his pride, Or if he hurts somewhere inside, he might let one fly when his nerves are gone. Now we all live here together. Yes, we all live
talking about the
here
leaders,
as one.
politicians, trigger happy
Now we
leaders.
all share the comforts of a hole in the ground, and we all remember living in the sun.
Giving that man a gun.
The sheer in the shelter. Oh, here in the shelter. Oh, down in the shelter. Down in the shelter.
Quite a song, huh? Got a lot to say, man. Getting some vivid visuals. Hallelujah, I'm alive.
When I was just lying there, poison in my blood running everywhere, I could feel you. I could feel you. I didn't see the lightning, didn't hear the thunder. 3 little words and the rug pulled under me, but I feel you. I still feel you. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I can see you, so I'm alive. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I will be with you until we die. Now all I'm missing is a little bit of hair, but other than that, baby, I'm all there, and I'm there for you. I'm there for you. Looking out the window at 100 rainy days, all I can say is I was never afraid, 'cause you were there for me. You were there for me. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I can see you, so I'm alive. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I will be with you until we die. And if the same thing happened to one of you, I'd be out of my mind, I'd probably be wasted too. I don't know if I could be as strong as you through the long blue till the light shone through.
Right on. So that is Tony Carey. Good singer, man. Good artist. Like the stories he tells, how he expresses himself. A really excellent singing voice, and obviously a really excellent musician as well. Especially rubbing shoulders with the likes of Richie Blackmore and Ronnie James Dio. Hey, you gotta be on your shit for sure, man. Yeah, so answer this question for me because it's the biggest burning question I've got. Whenever you say rainbow, I immediately think of Ronnie James Dio and I think of Richie Blackmore. I immediately also think of Stargazer. Now, I don't know if that's their absolute best song, but I'm telling you, it's the song that I think about. But then again, I haven't listened to all of the Rainbow catalog. But let me tell you, man, that song, holy cow. And that part, that part, is it Tony who's playing that part? Just answer that for me. Because if that's the case, then like I said, I'm already a fan just because of that, man. You know, that song, that part in that song stands out so hard, you know. So if it's indeed Tony who's playing that part, I'm definitely a fan. But let's do a little bit of a read here, introduce the man, and damn, man, his wiki bio is extensive and detailed. There ain't no way I can read all of this. Let me tell you right now, I'm gonna have to jump around. And this dude has been, I'm just kind of scrolling, you know, on Wikipedia, how it's all broken up. It introduces you in the main body and then it gives you specific details. Well, they have outlined this guy's life, man, and his activity from the 70s all the way to the present. And he's been active and busy the whole time. So, and it's broken up in, you know, from 72 to 75 to, and it's just got all of these incremental dates. And there's a lot of information within those dates. I can't read it all, man. So I'll have to bounce around. All right. Tony Carey. Anthony Lawrence Carey, born October 16, 1953, in Watsonville, California, is an American-born, European-based musician, composer, producer, and singer-songwriter. One of his earliest musical experiences was as a keyboardist for Rainbow. After his departure in '77, he began a solo career, releasing albums under his own name as well as under the pseudonym Planet P Project, and producing for and performing with others. Early history. Carey had been playing his church's piano during off hours since he was very young, and he was permitted to play the pipe organ as well. He was fascinated by the sound. His family acquired a piano when he was 7, and he lived at that piano until at age 11, where he got his first acoustic guitar and formed his first group, which played music by the Mamas and the Papas and others. His family gave him a Lowry organ for his 14th birthday, and he started a rock band with other neighborhood kids playing music by the Doors. He also played contrabass in his school's orchestra. If he's covering Ray Manzarek licks from the Doors, yeah, that's really a good way to get very accomplished, that's for sure. At age 17, Carey moved to New Hampshire to start a new band called Blessings with a singer he knew, and soon the band had a major recording contract with ABC Dental. After 2 years of working on the project, the band was unable to complete its first album. In a 2013 interview, Carey listed his own involvement with girls, the producer's drug use, and too much bullshit from Dental as the reasons the album was never completed. Rainbow. While Carey and his band Blessings were in SIR rehearsal studios in Hollywood working on material for their unfinished album, guitarist Richie Blackmore of Deep Purple was in another room with bassist Jimmy Bain, auditioning musicians for his new band Rainbow. Carey said Blackmore liked what he was hearing in the other room and asked Bain to invite Carey to audition. Out of frustration with his own band's inability to complete their first album, Carey accepted the invitation and later accepted the position with Rainbow when it was offered. He recorded one studio album with Rainbow, the highly acclaimed Rising, in '76, which reached number 48 on the Billboard 200. Carey's work on the album included the keyboard intro to the opening track Tarot Woman and an extended keyboard solo on A Light in the Black, the last cut on the album. During Carey's 2 world tours with Rainbow, live material was recorded and subsequently released as 2 double LPs, On Stage in '77 and Live in Germany in 1990. In addition to 2 double LPs, a 6-disc CD box set containing music from the 1976 European leg, Deutschland, tourney in 1976, was released in 2006. Yeah, man. And so now, here we go. We're bouncing into timelines here, and each time increment has a whole shit ton of information, and I can't read them all. I'm going to have to bounce about. So from 77 to 83, Carey left Rainbow in 77, moved to Germany in 78, where he began work on a solo career. This was a period in his life when, according to Carey himself, he had health problems due to drug use and spent many 20-hour days in a recording studio, which he co-owned with his friend and recording engineer, Nigel Jobson. At least he kept himself busy and occupied. The studio's other co-owner, producer Peter Hock, allowed Carey free use of the studio all night for several years, which gave him ample time and opportunity, and he subsequently recorded a great deal of instrumental music in many different styles, learning how to engineer as well as perform in the recording studio. There we go. Missing a damn comma. Oh man. You know what? Let me just read the time increments captions, and then I'll skip over the body of information. So from 83 to 85, he did Planet P Project with Geffen and MCA. From 86 to 89, he was a music producer, composer, and he did film soundtracks. From 89 to 99, in the 90s, he did film production, music production, and soundtracks. From 99 to 2009, he did The Mallorca Years, Return of the Planet P Project, and he contracted cancer. Okay, let's read that. In March of 2009, Carey was diagnosed with a virulent form of bladder cancer. At one point, he was told his odds of survival were 10%. After 12 weeks in the hospital and 5 surgeries, he made a full recovery. Quote, "I tried to get my bucket list finished as quickly as I could. It wasn't a certainty that I'd be around much longer," notes Carey. "I'm missing some of my organs. You'll be relieved to hear that the Hammond isn't one of them." Unquote. Carey's former Rainbow bandmate, Ronnie James Dio, died of stomach cancer shortly after Carey's recovery. Carey said in a May 28, 2010 interview with Jason Saulnier, "I'm very sad about his passing, especially because we got essentially the same disease. I beat it and he didn't." Yeah, very sad. Gone too soon, Ronnie James Dio. Rest in peace, sir. From 2009 to 2011, he did Over the Rainbow, EBC Rocks, and cover albums. EBC Rocks. I'll have to look that up, I'm not sure. In 2013, he did a second return of the Planet P Project, and in 2015, he did the Rainbow Project live shows. Okay, that sounds interesting. Let's read that. In 2015, he started to play live shows as Tony Carey's Rainbow Project, the DO years, with Norwegian singer Agstein Nilsen. Carey said, also per Ole Iverson on drums, Jostein Skarstad on guitar, and Jan Hallberg on bass. All four of these guys are Norwegian. I met them in 2012, and we've been playing together ever since. Fantastic musicians who can play anything I ask them to. In the set list were Rainbow classics, and in 2018, 3 ex-members of the British rock band Rainbow performed with their projects on stage at Moscow's Crocus City Hall. The rock vets were the 2 keyboard players Don Airy, Carey, and singer Dougie White. Well, that's great that they actually had access to Rainbow classics that they could perform. You know, Richie Blackmore, I'm sure he holds the key to everything. He could have been a dickhead and said, no, to hell with you, you can't, you know, because I know that happens quite often, you know, so it's great that they had that allowance. So 2019 to the present, Lucky Hughes and the return of the Stanislaus County Kid. Okay, let's read that. In April 2019, Carey released Lucky Us, a return to simpler people-based themes. Quote, I wrote 6 political history lessons. I think I've said all I have to say about that for a while. Lucky Us is also about winning the lottery of life. I see. Carey also recorded a 19-minute rock opera entitled Operation. Paperclip, The Return of the Stanislaus County Kid, written by Bob Matson and Kenny Steele. It was released July 2019 on Highlander Company Records. The mini-album was based on characters originally created by Carey from his first solo albums. Matson wrote the lyrics and storyline first, and they wrote the music soon after, and Carey sang on the songs and added some keyboards. Greg Bissonette played drums. They also recorded a cover for What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. Nice. Carey returned with a new single release, We Hear the Calling, on the 19th of February 2021, with a version of Deportee written by Woody Guthrie. Okay, so that is Wikipedia outlining the entire career path of Tony Carey, man. The dude's been busy the whole time. And, you know, of course, there was his cancer diagnosis in 2009, thankfully, which he beat. And but it didn't really slow him down, because from 2009, I guess right after he recovered, he was busy at work with the Rainbow Project. And that was a tour, live show. So that shows that the guy was he's just constantly moving and doing things. Well, even though I haven't heard of him, he's obviously notable and very accomplished. And he's done quite a lot in his career. And he's rubbed shoulders with some really great people. So there you go, man. That's Tony Carey. And this is an artist, I guess, that falls under that category of being very, very talented and having all the tools. Only thing that he's missing is a notable hit. Sometimes all you need is one song. And that one song will keep you relevant. It will keep you more remembered. You know, what am I thinking of? Can I even give you an example? Well, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, Rick Derringer. You know, I'm sure that you guys can think of a whole bunch of examples. But yeah, you know, all you need sometimes is just that one hit, right? And it elevates you from being at this level of being really, really good and excellent to being, I guess, more commercially attractive, viable, whatever the case is. You know, I mean, he obviously doesn't need it. He looks like he's done very well for himself, and he's probably got some decent bank. But yeah, I think overall, he's in need of a hit. That's what I'm seeing. Hits ultimately aren't everything, but from a point of view of a fan, outside observer like myself, that's what I mean. Before any of you feel the need to jump on my ass and set me straight for what I just said. So, man, this concludes our look at Tony Carey. Really, really excellent artist, man. And his career path, very, very well outlined here in Wikipedia. There's just so much more that I could have read, but I'd be sitting here all day, man. So we don't want to do that. So what I got coming up here, Marco Bayou, greatly blessed, Akachita CSN, running a little bit behind still playing catch up. I'll be playing catch up right up until the end of the year. So on this platform, I'm running about a week and a half behind schedule, but I will catch up by the end of the year. And so thanks for a lot of you who have not pestered me about running behind. Specifically you, Svine, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So thanks. Speaking of you, Svine, I've got a reaction on the calendar for you on the classic platform. That's about a week away, just so you know. And that's it, y'all. Thanks very much for introducing me to a new artist. I appreciate that. This platform is great for that, man. People that might have fallen between the cracks or whatever the case is. So it's really nice to get introduced to someone like this, and especially from where he's come from, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Dio and Richie Blackmore. Definitely got to give somebody like this some props and a little bit of focus and love. All right, y'all. You guys have yourselves a good one. And next time you see me, Marco, aka a national acrobat. I will be doing his reaction tomorrow. So have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace.